this here is, I don't know, what we would call chippy paint, right? So it's a nice blue paint. The house was pretty deadly. Actually, it was a couple different colors. This one here was definitely the last color, but as you can tell when you go like this, just a little bit of paint chips are coming off, and you sure wouldn't want that on your floor. So we're just gonna handle that right now. We're gonna lay it all out, and we're gonna spray it with a sealant, and that being, well, I'll show you right now. Barethane works really well. We'll spray it on and we'll sand it. We'll see usually 2 coats. That'll be about the most. And yeah, that'll lock in that paint, and everything is gonna be, wow, it's gonna be a nice feature wall. So yeah, so let us get this all laid out. Get it ready to spray. And yeah, move on from there. For these feature walls, this one here is, well, it was a package, 45, it's actually 50 square feet total. And we kind of split it up, 80% mixed gray, 20% of this nice chippy blue. And it makes the perfect mixture when gone up on the wall, as you can see from this Barnwood door, which came from a customer actually, and also the feature wall, this one, back behind their bar. Deadly. So this is the exact same stuff. This is the balance of what we had, and this stuff here, actually tomorrow or the next day when it's completely cured after we spray it, is on its way to New Hampshire from Manitoba. Sounds pretty impressive. Actually, it is. We love Barnwood, and we love to share it with anyone that's got passion for it. This stuff here is beautiful to work with. You literally get to watch it transform from an ugly falling down building into a pile on your trailer, into your warehouse, cut down, trimmed up, cleaned up, as you just saw on our trailer. And pictures, they go out to the customer so they know exactly what they're getting. Well, just short of touching it. We do send out samples when we do sell a wall, so people can touch it and they know that this is the real thing. But I don't know anything much better than the video itself, which helps to, you know, just lock in what we're doing. So all right, we'll just take a quick little minute here and just explain the difference of what we're doing here between spraying it or using a brush application, like a paintbrush, for example. Well, by far, I would choose spraying it on if possible, if you have that option. It gets in all the cracks, it gets around all the corners, it gets in all the nail holes. It's the best way to do it, and you get the most even coat possible at the fastest rate. So when you're spraying this kind of wood, it just locks in that flavor, if any. And it also locks in those paint chips. Now, if you're using a brush, that's fine. You can go ahead and do it. It's gonna take longer. I would recommend doing it before it's up on the wall. It's just so much easier to handle, and you can flip it over. You could do the backside if you wanted. So yeah, definitely the paintbrush is possible. It's gonna take you probably twice, 3, 4, 5 times longer, but it's still gonna come out on a nice coat. And generally that first coat that we spray on is a heavy coat, and you'll get a heavier coat when you put it on with a brush, especially putting it on this Barnwood. So that's what we do. Either method works. The end result is that you're going to end up sanding it and then blow it off with air, back to spraying. Just want to say thank you for watching this video. If you like this kind of stuff, go ahead, subscribe. We're gonna get better. You can see that I was able to spray inside that kind of nail hole chipped out board, but if you were brushing that on, it would pool there, and you would end up with like possibly a white dried up glob of sealant. Okay, so On the right hand side of the screen, you can see the stuff that was sprayed, and on the left you can see what wasn't sprayed. It's a huge difference. It definitely darkens everything up, but with this paint, it's the perfect amount just to set that wall off. Just to give you an idea of when to go ahead and hit it with that sanding block, it's been about 2.5, 3 hours. It's nice in here. I don't know the temperature exactly, but I'm in a t-shirt. Feels kind of like summer. You'll see like a fine white dust. That's when you know that you're at the right spot. If you do it too early, there'll be no dust, and just stop. Wait it out. Humidity is going to make a big difference here too. It'll just prolong the drying periods. Right on, Troy. It looks good. Everything is getting sprayed. I can see the difference between the two. Why do I want to do this? Well, I'm glad you asked actually before we start. But really, there's a few places when you think of high humidity, something like a bathroom or maybe a surround of a hot tub, high humidity areas. Out of maybe high humidity, it would be if you want to trap everything in and you don't want to have anything, any dust, any particles, whatever, you would go ahead and give it a clear coat. Side note, it is gonna make everything at least 2 shades darker. I have these 2 pictures of that Barnwood door from our last video, before it was sprayed and after it was sprayed. You can see that complete difference when they're side by side. But hey, you decide. Whatever you have, use it. Now you know how.